The What's Happening Hoke Show is filmed before a live audience and is brought to you by Rockfish Motor Speedway, the Rock of Hoke, Nunboys.com, and GPS Photography and Video, GPSPhotoandVideo.com. What's happening, Hoke? We're back. It's time to talk to our special guest segment, Hurricane Edwards, famous throughout this area. But what's key is you're going to be racing the MODLITES next week.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we'll give it a try.
Let me start with the MODLITES. It's a new racing division.
Right.
We saw maybe a month ago now, Colton Beasley. Did you see the video on Colton Beasley?
Yeah.
Flipped like 2.5 times. Also, Duke Layton, he seemed to have some control problems out there. Is it a driver issue? Is it a car issue? What is the deal with the MODLITES that it seems like they have a tendency to flip?
As far as I can tell by the one I'm driving, they just it's a new class, we got to get all the bugs worked out of them.
Mm-hmm.
They've got like a higher roll center to them.
Okay.
They're going to have to start moving the weight around. They're setting them up a little different where they won't try to tip over.
So it's like a weight distribution?
Yes.
And you got to set those cars up according to what track you're at. So if somebody's taking the MODLITE from Rayford and running here at Rockfish, if they go run it somewhere else, they're going to have to set it up a little different. So this track being the first time is really it's almost a guessing game, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And when you say the cars have got to be set up the roll as they roll around the corners and they distribute the weight, what are some of the ways that they can distribute weight? What's just one or two ways that you can get weight?
Pieces of weight, ballast, lead. It's really lead. You just move it around where you think you need it. You put it on the scales and weigh it out. And what it is, the motors in these cars sit over to the right, your rear end.
So it's
center section is on the right. When you go in the corner, everything wants to
swing to the right, so that causes a tip over.
Yeah.
So you're putting weight up on the left side, front, middle.
I can't give away all my secrets now.
Well, I mean, I know
here's the thing: if you were to rebuild it, is there any way you can move that engine somewhere left and center back to the right?
You could, but your rear end nose on the right too, and it has
you can't adjust that
drive line and stuff. So.
And that's where you get your grip.
Yeah.
You get on that right side.
What about the weight of the person? Does that have anything to do with it?
Yeah, a bigger person.
So as you're driving around, are you shifting your body from within inside the car, maybe to the left side of the hill?
Well, a bigger person would help to keep him tipping over, but then he's not going to go as fast as a lighter person.
Gotcha.
The weight. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's the first race, 25 laps.
Yeah.
You say fuel capacity on those cars will go 40 laps, so that's not going to be an issue.
I would think so. Yeah, I hadn't ran a whole race yet.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Well, there are some folks who may not, run with a full tank of gas.
Right.
I may say that because they'll use any advantage that they can use to try to be faster than the next guy.
Right.
If I can get 35 gallons in there,
I don't run that many.
I mean, how many gallons is it? I'm sorry, 35.
10, 8.
10 gallons. So if I can get through with 7, 8 gallons versus 10 gallons,
Yeah.
it's a little lighter. It can move.
That's right.
Let me ask you a little bit about your background. First of all, you come from a long line of racers. Your brother, Corky Edwards, yourself, Hurricane Hank Edwards, your daddy, Jimmy Edwards Sr. And let me tell you, when I moved to Rayford and I was in the military, went to the racetracks in Fayetteville and Dublin, all I could hear about was the Edwards boys. They're always battling each other. And you mentioned before we came on, we battled on the track, we battled when we got home, but they were always battling each other. What instilled...
Sort of like the Joneses.
Yeah. What instilled that in your family? What got that fires stoked? Was Dad a real tough guy and just made sure y'all were...
No, he was a smart guy. We just hated to lose. When we first got started, I didn't want my brother outrunning me.
Was he younger or older?
Yeah, he was 2 years older than me.
Oh, okay. I got you. A little sibling rivalry.
Exactly, yeah. We feuded off and on the track. And we got along good, but during racing season, it was a different story.
So, I mean...
How did Mom stop that?
She did.
She made sure you were fed well. She made sure you were fed well,
Yeah,
I'm
she
sure.
didn't like us fighting, but she'd get in the middle of us and try to break it up most of the time. She didn't want us fighting.
You started your career back in, was 75, Larry was telling me earlier, 75. So you've been around a while. You've won 18 championships in the late model and the open wheel modifieds.
Yes, sir.
You ran at Fayetteville, Dublin, Lakeview, Sumter, Wayne County, Wake County, other tracks, divisions like the Super Late Models, Carolina Clash, have a Tampa Series, which is big time racing. What is it like to have this track here in Rayford? Rockfish Speedway, the Rock of Hoke. What does it mean that Brownie and his folks have put this thing here, and you've seen what's happening in all these other areas? Can we grow this thing here in Rayford?
I think it's doing real good. It's more like a family atmosphere. I've seen a lot of kids out there running around playing, having a good time.
Right.
That's what it's all about. And yeah, if you just keep at it. You know,
Well,
it's hard to get fans to come out when it's 100 degrees.
Yeah, it is. I mean, when it cools off a little bit, we did have, to that point, we did have larger crowds earlier in the season when it wasn't just as hot. But Duke Lake now has a Facebook page for the Mod Lights as well. Now he drives a number 32 car. He's also got a 21 car.
Yeah.
How many
Have you raced against him before?
Yeah.
What?
Open wheel class.
Okay, so what's your strategy going against Duke Lake and Coach Beasley?
You try to be 1 or 2 positions ahead of them.
So is to try to beat them or beat you so you'll try your car?
Everybody.
See, everybody's got to finish. So I imagine the heats are going to be pretty intense.
I just want to finish the first race out there.
Yeah.
And like you say, if you don't watch it and you hit a little rut or something, you're allowed to be on your roof. So
And that race is coming up on the 22nd. I think they got 9 cars already.
How many cars we got now coming in this thing? About 9, 10 cars? We're not sure
I don't
yet.
think Duke Lake is going to make it the number 32 car because the date had changed. And he said he doesn't think he's going to be there, so he may not be there for that one.
Well,
But I'm excited to see. The car looks almost like a NASCAR knockoff, if you will, because the way the body is shaped is this very distinct, much like the Legends car. Now you can get the 270 and the 600 mixed up just from seeing it at a distance.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the Legends car is very distinct. Obviously the go kart in the Mod Light. I mean, it's like, wow, what is this car? It's something out of a damn science fiction movie.
That's a lot of fun.
Maybe Tim Nice, the science
The
guy.
metal
has
of
something
it,
to do
the
with
way it
No
is cut
fenders on the front.
is so boxy and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, is that an advantage or not?
No, it's not an advantage for sure because there ain't no aerodynamics on
But it's a
there.
lot of weight in that car. Right, one of the heavier cars out there on the
Yeah.
track, I imagine.
I think it weighs around 1,400, something
Wow.
like that.
What about motor size?
That's a lot to flip.
What size motor they run in the Mod Lights?
Different sizes.
From what to what?
600. I think we have 600 cc.
600 cc. So you're talking about if we could put radar on it, speeds on it. What kind of speeds we get up to?
Practicing the other day, I figured I was getting up to about 75 at
Wow.
least.
He's running the same speed as the 600s out.
Yeah.
I need to get Sheriff Peterkin to let me
That's
borrow
what
the
two
radar
is.
gun on next weekend, Larry Long. We're gonna take the radar
Might
gun
be
out,
faster than that.
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. We're gonna bring the
I
radar
want you to
gun
be
out.
safe.
yeah.
I always want y'all guys to be safe. But
We'll wear helmets.
when
We gotta
Cole
get
Beasley
them on.
flipped those, I was like, man, the first thing was like, is he okay? They were like, man, that was a great video. Because he flipped so many times. And thankfully he didn't tear his car up. And he's going to be able to race. So I'm excited to see you guys. Now, you were out there practicing last week.
Yeah.
You,
Trust me.
Duke Layton, and Cole Beasley. I was like, It just goes back to the control of it. Just seemed really hard for you guys to control it in the turns.
They're really what I call bouncy, like a basketball.
Right.
They bounce around a lot.
So-
Because of the weight distribution, like I was telling you.
So
I'm still working with it.
the Mod Lights are a little bit bouncy. If you could compare the Mod Light to one of the other series, what would it be if there was a comparison? The Legends or the 600s?
I would say Legends, I like the Legends.
All right. Well, next weekend is sponsored by Larry Long's been working hard on this. Gregory Poole, Clicks Nursery, and Ashley Heights Sand are going to be the sponsors for your car or for the track?
For my car.
For your track, for your car.
Deborah's car.
The night is being sponsored by who? Ashley Heights Sand. So, folks, next Saturday you need to definitely get out to Fayetteville Motor Speedway and check out the Mod Lights. It's
And what's
going to be
good now, all the team is going to be out there as well. Coach Perez is bringing the team out. So, I mean, right after the game on Friday night, they'll be out there in their white jerseys. So, Rock a Hope night at the stadium, and then it's going to be football night at the racetrack. So,
Yeah.
And military veteran night for those veterans in active duty who want to come to the football game next Friday, August 21st at Raz Autry Stadium. You get in free with the military ID,
Yep.
and they're going to recognize you before the game.
Hurricane Hank.
That's right.
Hey, man, I'm excited to see. I want you to be safe. But I want to see. I don't have to worry about the excitement. It's gonna be something.
It'll be fun. We'll have a good time.
When we come back, we're gonna close it out. Talk about what's coming up this week and a big announcement. You're not gonna want to miss it.